Welcome to the Rippaverse. I'm Eric July, founder, author, creative writer, artist, singer, rapper, owner, shipper, and these are my Dokumaan cards. I'm here to set the record straight, since people like BTM reviews can't seem to read a simple card of mine. Now, it's basic English. It isn't like I made these cards overly complicated. As you can see here, he is our hero. It is he that is that which is the hero that is named Isom. You know that this is awesome because his name is at the top of the card. I made that very simple for you all. In later releases, due to a copyright dispute that was settled, I'll no longer show his name in all caps, but that is what it is, and no need now to be talked about is. Nonetheless, his name is Isom. Now, some of you motherfuckers don't know what a black man looks like. Remove a beard, have no shoulder hair, and suddenly he be a Mexican or something. Guys, this is a black man. He black. Sometimes he grows a mole. Sometimes he shaves it. Sometimes he's having a good hair day. Other times he's having a bad hair day. This is life. This is normal. Don't make me have to hold your hand through basic shit like this, okay? We good on that now. Now, this is the main hero of our story. It is he who is that which is known as Isom. His real name is Avery Silman, not Erickson. Not a very silly man, not Derek. Just read the motherfucking card. His name is Avery. Avery Silman it is. This guy is 6 foot high. That is to say, he stands 6 foot in height. For those of you that don't understand how high that is, don't ask me to convert it to metric because I ain't that bright, nor am I here to be your calculator. He is also 200 pounds in weight. That means he weighs 200 pounds. Some of you motherfuckers are saying it is that overweight he be. You fools no understand muscle weighs more than fat is. Also, we don't know how much his muscle weighs, as he may not yet be human nor inept. I mean, I know, but you don't. I know I said he was born in Florida Spark, Texas, but that don't mean it is that human he be. He could be. You don't know, so shut the fuck up. His first appearance is in his first product book I named Isom. That was issue number 1, in case some of you didn't realize that. Also, that product was released in April 2022. So that's the basics covered. It is. You get that, Dave. Do you need me to repeat it for you, Dave? I know some of you detractors out there don't read English well good, let alone speak good it. But goddamn, how much simpler it is that right it need be. Shout out Sturgis. Now, this is the part that many of my detractors like BTM reviews Dave has problems with. It is not known why it is that so much of a problem it is that Dave has with this, since it is I that wrote this and I wrote this basically as I could possibly do with people like him and Brain. First and foremost, it is that you must understand that the entity speaking about these beings from this universe creative has, will he be a super being of unknown origin? He be the one telling you this information, Dave, and he himself don't know everything. He is only a Dokumaan keeper. To know more about the characters, you will have to be speaking with the Grand Dokumaan Nagus, the Dokumagnus. I shouldn't have to be hand holding you through these things, Dave, but it is what it is. And nonetheless, I'll move differently and help you through this first card. As you can see here, Dave, it clearly says this man is one of the most intriguing subjects I have been keeping tabs on. So to this Dokumaan keeper, Isom, which is the man he is speaking about, is in fact one of the most intriguing subjects to him, Dave. To this Dokumaan keeper, other Dokumaan keepers may find other characters more intriguing, but this one telling this tale has been keeping tabs on Isom because he finds Isom intriguing. I wish you would simply keep up with the basics, Dave. He continues. Though he is from the city, he currently lives in Shadow Valley on his own ranch that has many workers. I fail to see how this sentence is truly that difficult for you to understand, Dave. Isom resides on a ranch and was from the city. This Dokumaan keeper is simply telling you some valuable information that you may have missed from the product book. The keeper continues, he is clearly an accept. Well, Dave, to this entity, he believes Isom is an accept, but we don't know that for sure. Now I do, and the Grand Dokumagnus does, but neither I nor he have given you this information. So you simply have to go on what this keeper believes. This keeper even states, but I've not quite figured out the origin of his powers. Do I have to really hold your hand through this part too, Dave? Don't say I don't do anything for my detractors. So though it is that this keeper believes that it is an accept that Isom is, he don't know exactly where ISMs accept powers come from. Therefore, some may not actually be an except you see. It's not rocket science, Dave. Try to keep up. Now, this next part is extremely important, Dave, and it's some amazing, relevant information that none of the product books have yet taken advantage of. So try to follow along, Dave. The keeper continues, the suit that he wore has a symbol on the waistband that seems to change colors, but I don't quite know what it means. Did you catch it? Did you, Dave? The symbol is a cross, but the keeper is an entity that isn't too familiar all our religions on this planet is. So the keeper doesn't realize that ISOM's power may come directly from God himself. That said, I'm not saying that ISOM's powers are coming from God directly, since we have not revealed this information to anyone. But isn't that just amazing information that you could have caught if you were a real Christian and not a detractor? Continuing on, the keeper reveals there was a moment not too long ago where it looked like he retired his attire and decided to no longer favor the life of fighting criminals in Floor Spark. Is he back? This is pretty basic and simple English, Dave. Sure, not why, reason, understand you aren't being. Makes sense, not it does is. The keeper is simply telling us the ending of the first product book where Isom goes and gets his suit back to re-enter the superhero work to begin fighting criminals again. But he doesn't know for sure since issue 2 was not yet released and these entities cannot see into the future. There will be updated cards, Dave, with updated information. So stay tuned for the next batch of cards, Dave. He even adds, it's hard to tell, which basically confirms everything I just said. Moving on, the keeper continues, but his abilities have grown unlike anything I've seen before. Why is that so hard for you to understand, Dave? The keeper basically told you that he has never seen and accepts powers grow at this rate before. He didn't tell you what powers Isom had, nor should he have to. He knows what they are, and from what he has observed, those powers have grown faster than any powers he has seen grow before. Come on, man. I should not have to keep holding your hand on this. The keeper goes on, if this keeps up, he will be one of the most powerful beings on this planet. This again is self-explanatory, Dave. ISM is going to be one of the most powerful beings on this planet, which this keeper has seen should ISM's powers continue to grow at this rate. I feel like I'm trying to explain this to a retard. This is basic stuff that even Sturgis can comprehend. Shout out Sturgis. Now, this next part I understand may confuse some of the low IQ detractors among my ranks. Luckily, it is for me that it is high IQ people who want to continue to purchase my product books. The Dokumaan keeper now attempts to reveal their observation of Ison's powers. They say, I do not know what his powers actually are. This may stump you lower in the IQ range and come across as a contradiction. I assure you it is not and is intentional. Obviously, this keeper knows what powers Isom has. Maybe not all of them, but enough to establish that his strength is growing. So it would obviously mean that this keeper is either intentionally withholding information from you, which doesn't make much sense, or this keeper has been ordered by a higher up to not reveal this information to you. The latter seems more plausible it is. The keeper finishes with, what I do know is that he's very strong and has only gotten stronger. Right there, this should tell you that the keeper knows what the powers are and is just not telling you for some reason, thus validating what I just said a moment ago. It is beyond my own understanding how something so simply written is so confusing so many of my detractors. Dave, I hope now it is that you fully understand and appreciate what it is that it is, which it is that doing. I am and done has been. If you wish to know more information than what a Dokumaan keeper knows, you should sign up to the Rippaverse, become a member, and gain access to the Grand Doku Magnus cards. I highly recommend them. Shout out Sturgis.